Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestling Worms Raw Review. This episode of Raw, absolute trash. Disrespectfully awful. And listen, I'm going to try to be nice tonight. I don't want to scream. I don't want to break my mic in half, but this show was garbage, yes. Yes, WWE gave it their best, but if this is their best, then God help us. Triple H, Mr. I'm always backstage booking the show. What are you booking, man? A middle school talent show? I'm being nice here. I'm being cordial. But Raw was an embarrassment. We had Jonathan Cena, come out to remind us he's going to bring the fight to Brock Lesnar. Great. Cool. Inspirational. You know how many dates he's got left? 6. 6 appearances. That's it. And this is how you use him. Cutting the same I'm going to fight Brock promo we've heard 600 times. No brawl, no creative angle, not even a quick chair shot. Just Cena saying, I'll fight him, and walking out. Brilliant booking, Hunter. Bravo. And don't even get me started on Brock Lesnar. Why would Brock show up on SmackDown when Cena is only on Raw? That's problem number 1 right there. Zero logic. Then we had this dream segment. AJ Lee, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch. You'd think that sounds amazing on paper, right? Wrong. This segment was hotter than milk left out in the sun. Seth and Punk have cut about 15,000 promos on each other and wrestled each other 18 billion times. What's left? Nothing. Zero. Zilch. And Becky and AJ, they were supposed to bring a fresh dynamic. Instead, they brought awkward silence and nonsense. AJ's big return pop was nice for about a week. Now, dead. Nobody cares. I don't care if AJ wins the Intercontinental Championship. I don't care if she fights Becky in a steel cage on the moon. The hype is gone, and WWE is allergic to building new stars. But hey, Triple H's big brain booking solution? More returns, more pops, more shock factor, because that's literally all he can do. Hunter, my man, you never show up to work. Ever. Where are the new stars? Braun Breaker? The guy doesn't even have 1/10 of the hype that Roman or Cena had, not even close. LA Knight is in his 40s brawling with Jimmy Uso in a feud with The Vision. A group we haven't even seen together in months. That's the best you've got? A 40-year-old fighting in rerun feuds? Embarrassing. This show sucks. Week after week, it's the same thing. Vision and Usos brawling over and over and over. It screams laziness. Triple H is clearly not doing his job. Nobody backstage cares. They don't care about the ending. They don't care about the fans. They just hand us the same slop every Monday. And now WWE wants to charge $30 a month for this? $30 for this garbage. Imagine paying $30 for the privilege of watching the same boring Raw and SmackDown copy-pasted every week. It's corporate robbery. At this rate, this company is going to self-destruct. And the worst part? Cena, arguably the greatest of all time, has 6 shows left. 6. And the best they can come up with is, hey, John, just go out there, say you'll beat Brock, and then go home. No creativity, no brawl, no cliffhanger, nothing. They even wasted his heel turn. Triple fraud strikes again. And then, what do we close with? Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, LA Knight, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed all rolling around like it's a preschool recess fight. Same finish as last week. Same finish as the week before. Oh, and Kofi fought Pentagon. Who cares? Nobody. Lyra Valkyria fought Roxanne Pop Rocks. Who cares? Nobody. And Bayley, she's hugging people now, but also hating people. Pick a lane, woman. This Raw was a dumpster fire. A boring, lazy, disrespectful dumpster fire. And if this is the future of WWE, then the company isn't just in trouble. It's already on life support. Bayley, man, she's hugging, then she's hating, then she's hugging again, then she's hating again, then she's jobbing. Because let's be real. Nobody cares what Bayley's doing anymore. It's over. Done. Finished. We've got to call it how it is, and no pun intended, but ever since Roman Reigns lost the WWE Championship, this company flatlined instantly. Cody Rhodes, or should I say Codarius Royington, has no idea what he's doing with that belt. None. And Triple H, triple thought, he has no clue who to even book against him. Cody comes out every week with the same Hallmark card promo he's been recycling for 9 months straight. I respect you. I love you. I need you. I'm proud of you. Like, what are you even talking about, man? This is what the show has become, week after week. And the worst part? Triple Thought has the audacity to not even show up to work and basically tell us fans, if you don't like it, screw off. Those were his words. Okay, fine, he said F off, but I'll be nice and say screw off. That's what he's feeding us while delivering the same reheated leftovers every single Monday night. This product isn't just bad, it's dying. WWE is on its last legs and we all know it. $30 a month for this garbage? Fans priced out of arenas thanks to TKO's greedy ticket up charges? Triple H giving about as much effort as a kid writing an essay at 3 a.m.? Stop it, it's done. The Bloodline storyline is dead. There are no concurrent storylines, no larger-than-life characters left. Roman was that. Cena was that. But Roman is a part-timer and Cena's retiring in 3 months. What's left? Nothing. And instead of building stars, we're stuck watching 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds, and 50-year-olds lumber around in the ring. Why is Brock Lesnar fighting John Cena on SmackDown? Why is Jonathan Cena versus Brock Lesnar headlining WrestlePalooza in 2025? Do you understand how embarrassing that is? So Cena comes out, gives a nice, "I'm happy to be here" speech about Springfield, Massachusetts, his family being at the show, all that good stuff. Great moment for him. I respect that. Then what? He cuts the exact same promo we've heard since 2002. Brock Lesnar's a controversial man who's tried to hurt me, but I don't back down. I never give up. Hustle, loyalty, respect, blah, blah, blah. And the big punchline? John Cena has 6 dates left. 6. That's it. And WWE's idea of using him is to have him cut an 8-minute promo, say his catchphrase, "If you want some, come get some," and then vanish into thin air. That's the 7th to last time we see the greatest of all time. That's what they're giving us in his final run. Think about that. Just sit there for a second and reflect on the fact that John Cena's big contribution to Raw was reciting the same speech we've heard for 20 years, and then dipping before the second hour even started. Legendary booking hunter. You're a genius. And the fans? Oh my God, the fans are insufferable now. They'll chant for anything. AJ Lee? AJ. CM Punk? CM Punk. CM Punk. Roman? Roman. Cody? Cody. At this point, the crowd sounds like malfunctioning robots on repeat. They literally chanted therapy last week. This week, constipated. I'm not kidding. Fans will chant anything, and WWE eats it up because it distracts from how terrible the product actually is. This show, a disgrace. A comedy of laziness. And the sad part is, we're the suckers sitting here every week watching it, hoping it'll get better. But it won't. Not under Triple Fraud's leadership. Are you kidding me? These fans are straight up bots at this point. They just copy whatever chant gets started. It is the most annoying thing I've ever seen. In all my years of watching wrestling, I never thought I'd actually be this consistently annoyed at the fans. But here we are, because they chant for everything. Literally everything. They cheer for anything that moves, and because of that, WWE has carte blanche to shovel out the same lazy garbage week after week. Speaking of garbage, we cut backstage to Jay Yeetmaster taking phone orders like he's a pizza delivery guy. Presumably, it's Roman Reigns on the line, telling Jimmy he can't wrestle in the tag match this weekend because they need him healthy for Braun and Brunson. Jimmy Uso? He's like, "Nah, I'm not listening to you, bro. You're not the boss of me. You don't follow orders, so why should I?" Then, out of nowhere, Jimmy decides to team up with LA Knight in the main event to face Braun and Brunson. Great, moving on. Next up, Lyra fights Roxanne Perez. Full disclosure, I didn't even watch until the last couple of minutes because, honestly, who cares? Roxanne gets pinned every single week like clockwork. I'm assuming Lyra won. Then Bayley comes out, hugs everyone, grins like a maniac, and saves Lyra. Cute. Whatever. Later, Bayley suddenly flips into her angry alter ego and yells at Lyra backstage. At this point, she's got more personalities than gimmicks, and I don't care. Next, then we've got Kofi Kingston and Lucenta. Do y'all remember when New Day was actually must-see TV and cut one of the greatest promos in recent memory? Yeah. Well, this wasn't that. Moving on. Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer? They don't even bother giving us a proper contract signing. Nope. They just sign it off screen like we're watching a rerun of The Office instead of pro wrestling. They could have done anything, a brawl, a stare down, literally any story thread. These two have wrestled all over the world. You could build this feud into something epic, but instead, we get Adam Pearce, Mr. Clean himself, handing them a piece of paper. That's it. And the fans are supposed to chant, "This is awesome. This is awesome." What's next? Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. And then, oh boy. Then we get to arguably the worst segment of the night. Honestly, one of the worst I've seen all year. AJ Lee and CM Punk come out to talk with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And listen, we gotta be real here. Rollins and Punk are washed in this format. Not washed in general, but when it's just those two running a storyline, they've got nothing left. Nothing new to say, no fresh matches to wrestle, no magic left to squeeze out. We already saw them at WrestleMania. That should have been the end. But nope, they're still dragging it out. And when Rollins gets on the mic, the crowd is literally chanting, "Shut up! No one likes you. We don't care." That's not heel heat, that's go away heat. No one cares what Rollins has to say anymore. Every time WWE tries to make him the guy or the so-called quarterback of Raw, ratings nosedive. And let's be honest, Rollins ain't Roman Reigns. He just isn't. Roman's larger than life. Roman's in that tier with Cena, The Rock, Hogan, Austin, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, you name it. Seth? Nah. He's great, but he's not that. WWE keeps forcing it and fans keep rejecting it. And to make it worse, they drag Becky Lynch into this mess. We already saw this Rollins-Becky pairing in 2019. Guess what? Nobody liked it then, and nobody likes it now. Watching Seth Rollins, one of my all-time favorites by the way, get butchered in this awful storyline is just sad. It's painful. Then Becky tries to clap back at AJ Lee by bringing up her neck issues from AJ's book, asking how she's going to handle bumps in the ring. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, just shut up. This isn't storytelling. This isn't drama. This is laziness wrapped in catchphrases. And we're the idiots still tuning in every week hoping it'll magically improve. Spoiler alert, it won't. I don't care about this segment, man. AJ Lee starts talking like she's completely unhinged, saying she might stab Becky Lynch because she's from New Jersey or something. I'm just sitting here like, what are you even talking about? Then Seth Rollins grabs the mic and tells CM Punk, "You've made a lot of bad choices in your career, but the one good one was AJ Lee." Which, yeah, sounds kind of weird when you say it out loud, but that was basically his whole point. After that, Rollins adds that Punk has a habit of walking away from things that disappoint him. So if AJ lets him down at WrestlePalooza, maybe Punk will just pack his bags and leave her too. Then Becky Lynch steps in and declares that she's the best women's wrestler alive, and even Sports Illustrated said so. Blah, blah, blah. You get the point. They start brawling. AJ Lee slaps Seth Rollins. Seth says, "I'll never hit a woman, but I know someone who will." Then he motions for Becky to handle business. She refuses at first. Rollins and Becky leave the ring, but then they sneak back in. Becky drills AJ with a manhandle slam while Punk's distracted. She slaps Punk around a couple times for good measure, and that's how the segment ends. Becky and Rollins stand tall, which of course means they're definitely losing the tag match because that's WWE 101. Now, I'll give credit where it's due. The finish was kind of creative. They actually used their gimmicks, the whole Visionary and the Man outsmarting people to get the upper hand. That was clever. But everything before that, a complete waste of time. Nobody in this segment had anything worth saying. Punk had nothing. Rollins had nothing. Becky had nothing. AJ had nothing. The crowd even started chanting dumb stuff like AJ's husband at Punk. That was the energy level. The only thing we got was a neat little brawl at the end. That's it. Moving on. Then it's Dragon Lee versus what felt like 15 El Grande Americanos. AJ Styles gets beat down in the chaos. Dragon Lee eats a loss thanks to Ludwig Kaiser, and that's that. I've already ranted enough about how badly AJ Styles is being booked, so no need to waste more breath here. Backstage, Rhea Ripley cuts a promo, and surprise, surprise, she's coming for the title she never lost. Again, how many times have we heard this? You've got the belt, I'm coming for you. You've got the belt, I'm coming for you. It's the same recycled script she's been running with for nearly 2 years. Lazy, boring, uncreative. Instead of building fresh stories, WWE just goes, Rhea's big and scary, throw her in a title match. Absolute clown booking. And then, if you've ever seen how Triple H treats Rhea Ripley backstage, it makes sense. He's practically hugging her like she's the golden child, whispering, "Don't worry about the fans, Rhea. You're special." Yeah, special enough to run the same storyline 300 times in a row. Later, Stephanie Vaquer beats Kairi Sane, Io Sky comes out to shake Stephanie's hand, and we move on. Nothing to see here. Finally, we hit the main event build. Last week, Jey Uso attacked LA Knight. So how do you think this week ended? I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Yep, you got it. Another brawl for like the 15th week in a row. Vision, Uso, LA Knight. It's always the same formula. Either Jey gets beat up or he does the beating. Rinse, repeat, roll credits. And I want you to remember something. This rant, this isn't just the beginning. Like Paul Heyman says, this isn't a prediction. It's a spoiler. If these shows keep being this lazy and WWE keeps charging $30 a month for this trash, then what you heard tonight is just a taste of the rants to come. Thank you guys for watching. Have a phenomenal day. Peace out. One love.